everyone. I just thought I'd pop on and update you with what I got from the charity shops this week. I managed to just have a quick run around earlier on in the week, and I picked up a few bits and pieces. So to start with, I did get the big Oxford dictionary. I did pick that one up. It's not leather bound, it's not old, but I did think that I quite like the size of it, to use the actual cover as a journal, the book cover itself, and obviously all the pages will be used. So it needs a bit of a clean cover wise, and then I think I'll cover it. I'm not sure whether to cover it or just use it as a journal and put lace and things on. I might cover it with some nice papers, or see if I can find some nice fabric to cover it with. I'm not sure whether I'd need to paint it first or cover it with something else. But anyway, so I did pick up that big journal. Journals on the brain, obviously. I did pick up the big dictionary. I also found a mixed bag of buttons, beads, all sorts really, little buttons, beads. There's like a nice toggly button there which I like. So that was a nice mixed bag for £1. So that was a bit of a bargain. They're all quite dark colours, I suppose, but that's okay. I also found this, that's the receipt, we don't want that. I did find, I think I haven't actually opened it up fully, but it's a table runner. So that's kind of like an off-white sort of cream colour. And I was thinking this could just be a journal in itself. So if I cut that down, maybe, yeah, that could be a journal in itself, like a soft journal. And then there's also another one that was in the pack, and that was for £1. So I thought that'd be nice. I'll see what I can come up with for that. So I'll give those a wash. And then I also found some more fabric in this cute sort of rosebud material. So I'll give that a wash. Again, I don't actually know what size it is, if it is a pillowcase or what it is, but it was £1.49, so it seemed rude not to get that. So that's that. I picked up as well this little brooch, which I thought would be nice on the shabby chic journal. So and that was only 99p, and I thought that was quite cute. It's kind of like a ceramic. And I could just put that, I could actually pin that onto the shabby chic journal when I finish that. I also found, this was a bit expensive really, but I quite liked all the different mixed beads on this necklace, and I like these round ones and they're sort of got clasps on them rather than, well, they're not thread through, if that makes sense. So I thought they'd be quite nice to go on to the backs of journals. So that was £2.99, which I thought was a little bit expensive, but and then I did pick up a couple more of these patterns, the sewing pattern packs, because they're only £1.50, and I am in the middle of making a few of those. So these are ones that I had already. Unfortunately, they insist on putting the prices on the front of these packs, which drives me mad, because 9 times out of 10 I can get them off, but occasionally they tear, and of course now I'm either going to have to cover that, not use the whole thing. I mean, that one's okay, that's just got its original price on, but they insist on putting these price tags right over the top, and of course this is what I actually use. I use the pattern paper inside as well. So I'm in the middle of doing that. So that's what I managed to find in the charity shops this week. I don't get to go every week, but when I do, I like to share what I buy. I also did treat myself this week to this stamp punch. So I'm going to hopefully be doing some bits and pieces with that soon. That was off Amazon. So I'm going to be making some, using up a lot of scrap really to make some stamps. So that's what I managed to pick up treasure hunting from the charity shops this week. So hopefully I'll be able to do that more often if that's something that you'd like to see more of. That's all the bits that I picked up. So look out for those in future little craft projects and things. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.